You might think high voltage sounds like a good thing, but when it comes to trouble code P0064, it means there is a problem in your exhaust system. This code stands for HO2S heater control circuit high for bank 2, sensor 3. Basically, your car's computer is monitoring the electrical current going to the heater inside the rear oxygen sensor, and it is seeing a voltage reading that is pegged way too high. Bank 2 is the side of the engine without the number 1 cylinder, and sensor 3 is the one located furthest downstream past your catalytic converter. Modern oxygen sensors have 4 wires, 2 for the sensor signal and 2 for the heater. This heater gets the sensor up to operating temperature quickly so the computer can start managing fuel efficiently. When you get a P0064, it usually points to a short in the wiring or a problem with the sensor itself. You won't feel the car shaking or stalling because this rear sensor is just a monitor for the catalytic converter, but you will fail an emissions test if you live in a state that requires them. The potential causes include a short to the battery voltage in the heater control circuit, an open ground circuit, or a faulty sensor. Start your diagnosis by lifting the vehicle safely. Inspect the wiring going to that rear sensor. You are looking for any spots where the wire might have rubbed through and is touching another wire carrying voltage. This is common if the harness wasn't routed correctly after a previous repair. If the visual check passes, unplug the sensor. Turn the key on. You need to check for 12 volts at the connector. If the system is computer grounded and you have an open ground, that voltage has nowhere to go, causing the high circuit code. You can also use your own meter to check the heater element inside the sensor. If it reads open or infinite resistance, the sensor is toast. Replacing the oxygen sensor is the most common solution here. However, if you replace it and the code comes back immediately, you might have a wiring issue further up the harness or, very rarely, a bad computer. If tracking down electrical shorts sounds like a nightmare to you, take it to a qualified technician who can trace the wiring diagram properly. Fix this up to clear that dash light and get your vehicle inspection ready.